Yo, what's up, everyone? We're back, finally, with another pay-per-view review. I've got this guy behind the camera. He was in my December to Dismember review.
Plomp.
So,
I said plomp.
Speaking of December to Dismember, in that video, we said we were going to do SummerSlam 1998, which we will. And I don't know if I'm going to have to go solo on that or if we'll do it together, but I promise it will happen. But we figured with Clash of Champions coming up within the next few weeks, we'll do something different. Mm-hmm. We did Night of Champions 2009.
Because Clash of Champions is coming up, and I thought the idea, hey, what's my personal favorite one? And we discussed it, and we thought Night of Champions 2009. Why not?
We briefly talked about 2008, but then it's like, nah.
2008 was But let's talk about this show.
So,
I like this show.
Thoughts going in?
I remembered liking it. It's as good as I remember. It's very good.
Yeah, it's a very good show.
Let's talk about...
At least we didn't have to sit through a bad show like we did for December to Dismember.
There was only one match I really didn't like, honestly. Only one. And it was 12 minutes.
Well,
12 minutes!
Well, we'll get to that, though.
We'll get to that one. I will say, though... Well, we'll say that when I get there. Let's start with Jericho versus Legacy. Well, it's officially Chris Jericho versus Legacy with the mystery partner.
It was supposed to be Chris Jericho and Edge.
Uh-huh.
On, what was it, Raw a couple weeks before this. Edge tore his Achilles.
He did Achilles tendon.
Yeah. So Jericho needed to find a new partner, so he found the Big Show. And here comes the debut of Jericho.
Well, break the walls down.
By the way, this was heel Chris Jericho 2009.
Which is peak.
Yes. My opinion, the best version of Jericho we had in WWE. Or at least the best heel Jericho in WWE.
See, listen to Jericho. Jericho's just funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, this match was average. No, not average. Yeah. It was like slightly above average.
By the way, we're sitting here talking about heels. You brought this up watching it. Who was the heel in the match?
Yeah, we don't know. Was
it Jericho and Big Show or was it DiBiase and Rhodes?
Because DiBiase and Rhodes, we'll get to them.
Was this like heel versus heel?
It might be. Honestly, it might have been. Anyways, yeah.
Good match, though. Decent.
Slightly above average.
Just kind of right down the middle.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes did a pretty good moonsault. And Big Show won with a really interesting submission that I don't think I've seen in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen him do the submission a few other times.
But, like, yeah, not enough.
Yeah.
Anyways, what did you give this match?
2.5 stars out of 5.
Really? I gave it 3 stars total, because I said it was slightly above average. Slightly above average means, like, 3.
I thought it was just decent, like, straight down the middle. Nothing too exciting, but nothing real boring either.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Just kind of right down the middle.
Uh-huh. Next, do we want to talk about the CM Punk promo? Let's.
We can. He got a great promo standing out in a crowd.
Yeah. He's amazing at promos. I feel like we don't have to tell people he's good at promos.
Oh, any CM Punk fan or not, if you know who CM Punk is, you know promos.
Yeah. Next, we had the Ecw Championship Match, which I like that belt. I don't know if you do. I like this belt. I honestly think that's my favorite. One of my favorite versions of the ECW title. There aren't that many.
It's a good design. It's not my personal favorite.
No.
But it is a good design.
It's a very good design.
But Tommy Dreamer versus Christian. First off, I feel this is an underrated feud.
I wouldn't call it a feud. We'd call it a rivalry almost, more or less.
But
it was more like a better man.
We went from having the first match being heel versus heel to this match being face versus face.
It is face versus face.
And just the sign of respect starting out the match was awesome.
And then immediately slap each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast-paced action, though, throughout the whole match. It didn't really slow down.
There weren't that many I don't think I saw a single botch in that match.
I don't think so, either.
Because they're both hard workers, good crisp action. Exactly kind of what I want in a match.
There was a cloverleaf.
It was a cloverleaf. It was pretty good.
It was.
Christian wins with the kill switch or
He
Unprettier,
does.
which I love. I honestly will say that's a better legit finisher than Edge's spear.
I've always called it the Unprettier, though. Always.
It's kill switch.
It is, but I've always called it the Unprettier.
Matt, what did you give that match?
3.5 stars.
I give it 4. Why am I giving like a half star above you?
Because your thoughts on wrestling are different than mine.
They are very different than yours.
It's still a great match.
It is. 6-pack U.S. title match.
We had MVP, Kofi Kingston, The Miz,
Carlito and Primo.
Primo, and
Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger.
This was a multi-man match.
By the way, all 6 men in this match are great singles guys. Except for maybe Primo.
How many of these... I think almost all of these guys ended up becoming a U.S. champion.
Except for Primo.
Except Primo. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I think so.
Those are all U.S.
By the way, this is back when The Miz still wore his long shorts.
And I can see a picture of him talking to Maurice right now.
Yeah, we still have
things up.
The Night of Champions screen up on my TV over there.
Yeah.
But
Maurice is not that cute.
But to the match,
it was fast.
Yeah.
Not like fast, but like fast paced.
Yeah.
Which I like.
There was that awesome pin that Primo did.
That was so good.
To Carlito, and then Carlito goes, what was it? Carlito went and pinned Kofi then?
Yeah. Yeah, they did like a whole reversal match thing.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It was. And then Kofi ended up picking up the victory by doing a Trouble in Paradise to the back of the head of Carlito.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You mean the back of the afro.
Yeah.
Kidding. But yeah, good. Liked it.
3 stars out of 5.
3.5.
Always half a star above me.
Next match. I know what you're going to say.
Michelle McCool versus Molina for
the women's
match title.
I'm going to say something going to limp here saying I liked this match.
It wasn't bad.
I think it was actually pretty good. During the time?
For me, I wouldn't say... Okay, I'll give you that. During the time, 2009...
Yeah. Good.
It was decent.
I think both women in that match were hot.
But just in general, it wasn't that good for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Also, I'm not putting this as a factor. Both women in the match were hot for me.
I mean...
I think Molina's always been hot. I've been watching her.
I mean, there were good parts, like the DDT on the barricade.
So cool. And I feel like they have good chemistry, honestly. I've seen
they do.
So, but Molina, I know, has always been a good wrestler. She's been around for a bit, so she knows.
Yeah.
Michelle McCool was pretty good.
Yeah.
She's also Mrs. Undertaker.
Mrs. Undertaker. Yeah, she is.
Yeah. Pretty good match. What did you give it?
2 stars.
3 stars. I liked this match. As a wrestling fan, I don't take star power into consideration. I consider a match as a match.
Well, I gave it 2 stars, so I didn't think it was terrible.
It was
good. It was just kind of just like slightly below average for me.
Next. Rematch of WrestleMania 24.
Yes.
John Cena.
Randy Orton.
Triple H.
And Triple H.
WWE title. I'm looking right now. It's at 34 minutes and 4 seconds, so it was long.
Do you think this one was better than Mania 34 or not? Or 24, I mean, sorry.
I think this was not as good.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I think it was good.
Yeah, this one's good, but
It's
I think the one at
match.
WrestleMania 24 was better.
Yeah. But I have one slight problem with it, but that's just a nitpick from me. What notes do you have for this match? Because I did not write down any notes. I just wrote down the match starting.
Just good, fast-paced action.
From all 3 guys. And all three guys are good.
John Cena did botch his top rope diving leg drop.
He got Triple H. He didn't get Orton.
He barely got Triple H.
Yeah.
But he got him. The iconic Orton face. That face, like, it's in memes everywhere. You still see it to this day.
You do see it to this day.
It's amazing. I love it.
The ending.
And in my notes, I can show you. I put iconic, 2 eyes.
Anyways,
But that ending, the double submission.
No, that's not the end I'm talking about. Double submission is a thing.
Double submission is a thing, and it's awesome. Orton tapped, but the referee's like, okay, who won?
Mm-hmm.
But then out came the legacy.
this is where I have a problem here. This is a nitpick for me. Can I go on a tangent here? Please, let me go on this tangent.
Fine. Just keep it PG and no swearing.
This is now a Rantocast,
and you're
everybody. Good. I hate when, because nowadays, I always see heel champions. Jinder Mahal is a big offender of this too. When they're champions, they can never win by themselves. That's a nitpick for me, and I hate it. I hate it. These are wrestlers who should be fully capable in the ring to win by themselves. If they're as good as what they say they are, they should go out there and win by themselves. I don't care if you have to use a belt shot to win. Win by yourself. That's all I ask. God, you don't need your lackeys to help you win. Edge had this problem too. That was a big thing for his title run. He always got handed crap in his world title run. I don't care.
See, now I do agree to a point. I won't go off on a rant like you, but I can kind of agree.
It just happens so much that it's annoying to me. Well, if it happens periodically, yeah.
Yeah, once in a while, okay, fine, but
I've seen it so much now. I've been watching for so long now. It's kind of a thing for me.
But I gave the match 3 stars.
Look at the heels back in the day in like old time WWE.
Yeah, that's true.
How often did they win by themselves? Almost all the time.
Yeah.
Almost all the time.
Yeah, you're right. But 3 stars out of 5.
I gave it what? I give it 4. As a match as a whole, it was good, except the ending.
The ending is why I gave it 3 stars. If it was a different ending, I'd have boosted it.
Yeah, I don't think the ending. I'm numb to it at this point, but it's still a big complaining point. For me.
Is.
It's a thing that bothers me, and I hate it. Next.
Okay. This match
is not terrible. It's the weakest match on this card.
Well, there goes another disagreement.
What?
Only note I wrote is that it's a whole lot of boring.
This is not the worst match on this card.
Of the
this is the worst match on the card.
Yeah,
but it's not a terrible match. I will go on and say, I don't know if people agree with me on this. I think Mickie James is cute. I just think she is. Nobody gives her credit for that.
She is, but I don't base that off the match.
Oh, I don't either. I just think she's cute. No one agrees with me on this.
Okay,
that's just me. I have taste.
I will say, Mickie James and Maurice, both in ring wise, are decent.
No, Mickie James is good. Maurice is.
Okay, yes. I was never a huge fan of Maurice,
me neither.
ever.
Me neither.
I've always loved Mickie James.
Same.
But there was just something about this match.
I did not care.
I
know why. It's for a belt I gave 0 craps about.
That could be why I ranked it so low, but
hate this belt.
Just in general.
The match was boring.
The divas in general at this point were just not good.
That's why I like people like Molina, Mickie James, even Michelle Mccool to a point.
Yeah.
Good. This match was not good.
I gave it, go ahead and hate, I gave it half a star.
I give it 2 stars.
I did not like it.
I didn't like it either.
This is December to Dismember worthy, in my opinion.
I don't think it is.
This match.
No, I'd rather watch that match than anything off of December to Dismember. I'm not even kidding you.
So you would even watch this match over the Chamber match?
Yes. Because it has substance.
I can go back and look. I gave the Chamber match 3.5 stars.
I gave it stars too, but that's just because I gave it based on the show it was on. It's the best thing on that show.
But that show's terrible.
It is terrible. The Chamber match was good. But I kind of like Mickie James and Maurice because I like seeing Mickie James win. And also, I think she kind of carried the match herself, so I have to give her some credit for that. I have to.
I'll give you that.
Next, Dolph Ziggler, Rey Mysterio.
For the Intercontinental title.
Look at the names in the match and the belt they're fighting for. You know this is going to
be
great
heel work by
Dolph.
Dolph is a great heel, especially back then.
Dolph can be a good babyface.
He can be.
He can be both, and that's really hard to do.
But back then in 2009, this was shortly after he debuted that Dolph Ziggler character.
And also, I will always say this is. I like when Dolph Ziggler doesn't have a manager.
Yes.
Because every time he does have a manager, it's stupid.
Yes.
Vicky
Guerrero.
No, Vicky Guerrero is just terrible. I hated her. Every time she was on screen in anything, go with me. She handed Dolph the title. She handed Edge the title. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Don't ever put her in charge. She's
Yeah.
biased as hell. I'd rather watch any of the guest hosts in 2009 than Vicky Guerrero. Like, her in AEW right now is fine. That's fine.
Oh, yeah, she's in AEW.
Because she's not in charge of power.
Yeah.
On an entire brand. She screwed The Undertaker multiple times. But as a match, Dolph put in work.
He did.
Who was with him, though? Maria Kanellis.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She sat down and watched the match. I love that. It was a companion that didn't do anything and just sat there and watched.
I will say also about this match, Dropkick City.
Good drop kicks.
Good drop kicks and a lot of them.
A good match. Good chemistry. I think these guys always had good chemistry. Like, their SummerSlam match was good, too.
Yeah, it was.
What'd you give it?
3 stars.
What? I give it 4 stars. I think this is a 4-star quality match. Honestly.
It's good.
I'm surprisingly enjoying the show more than he is, I think.
Well, the main event, I think, will be in somewhat agreement with finally. Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I'm going to say this has the best build in the entire show.
Yes, and match of the night.
I would agree.
Yes.
It wasn't that long, but it was long enough.
CM Punk took a crazy bump on the outside. He went for a suicide dive. Jeff Hardy moved out of the way.
He did good.
Crazy bump.
These guys always have great chemistry.
Avalanche facebuster.
Uh-huh.
Say what you want. Jeff Hardy did an RKO.
He did an RKO.
It wasn't the twist of fate.
Because twist of fate is literally he did
Yeah,
this.
he didn't grab their arm. He just jumped up RKO.
He just grabs their heads, lifts his arm up, and spins.
But also in this match, Punk is a great heel as well.
He's such a good heel.
Great heel. That's why he's in my top 3 favorites of all time.
He's in my top 10.
Because he's amazing.
He's great. This match was awesome.
It was.
The ending was the most memorable part about it.
This was. So, like, I was watching wrestling at this time, obviously.
Uh-huh.
But this was, like, before I became, like, a massive Punk fan. Like, I liked him. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't, like, my favorite of all time at that point.
Yeah.
But Jeff Hardy picks up the win.
With the
Everyone is happy
Uh-huh.
that he's finally the World Heavyweight Champion.
And no one's there to cash in on him.
Exactly. Unlike
Which I
Extreme Rules. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
4 stars.
Yep.
Finally agree on something. Great match.
Great match. So yeah, this show. What would you give this show? I give the show a A or B minus. A minus or a B plus.
We're actually kind of in agreement. I'd say maybe an 8.5 out of 10.
I would, you know what? I'm gonna boost it up. I'm gonna give it an A minus.
Yeah, I'd
this
say
is a good show.
I'd say we're right around that.
If you want to find a good Night of Champions or Clash of Champions show, go watch this.
Would you say this is the best Night of Champions they've ever done?
Vengeance Night of Champions counting too?
I mean, they had the Night of Champions title at Vengeance.
I think this might be the best Night of Champions in my opinion. Personally, to me, I liked it.
It is very good.
It's a good. I think it's one of the best pay-per-views from 2009.
Oh, for sure, 2009.
Because WrestleMania sucked. Rumble was fun-ish. No Way Out was... No Way Out. It was the Edge show.
Yeah.
Backlash was pretty good, but overall, yeah, I give this an A minus.
Yeah, very good.
Now, however...
So, as I said...
You picked last time, right?
No, you picked.
Okay, you pick. Here, I'll hold the bag this time.
As I said, we will do the SummerSlam 98 review
It's
eventually.
taking a bit, though, because...
We may need to rewatch it to kind of refresh our brains.
Yeah.
We did watch it back in January.
We just watched Night of Champions.
I found my notes
I
took, but I don't remember everything. We will get that watched. Even if I have to do it solo, it's still going to happen, I promise. But this will be the next one we do either before a SummerSlam 98 or after.
You're picking.
I know. We got... And again, just a reminder, ECW, WCW, and WWE pay-per-views.
Okay.
Oh, and NXT, all in here.
Show the camera first, and then we look. Don't look at it, just show the camera. Is it the correct way? What does that say?
If it's upside down, it's upside down.
What is it?
Survivor Series 2007.
Yes, I love this pay-per-view.
Okay.
It's such a good show. Randy Orton, Shawn Michaels.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Ruthless Aggression Era, which is my personal favorite era.
It's not amazing, but it might be mine. I like
Well, a lot of people say Attitude Era, but
Ruthless Aggression.
I became a wrestling fan in 2001.
Oh,
so I grew up with
same.
the Ruthless Aggression.
Yeah. 2000 is 2000 still Attitude Era technically? Technically, yes, it is.
People say that the Attitude Era ended in 2002.
In 2001.
I heard a lot of people say Judgment Day 2002 was the final pay-per-view of the Attitude Era.
People say Attitude Era. I heard people say Attitude Era ended when.
Oh, dang. I put that pay-per-view...
That's fine. Well,
well,
sign off, Zach.
yeah, that was Night of the Champions.
I watched it.
2009.
It was good. It was good rewatching that show fully. Sometimes when I go back to the show, sometimes I just watch the main event, but I realized it's worth more than that.
Yes.
It's worth way more than the main event.
We will.
Well, the main event is the best match of the night.
Yes,
it's still a good show consistently.
Very
Even
good.
taking Mickey James and Maurice into account, it's not a terrible match, and it's better than some matches I've seen.
Yes.
Like even nowadays, they're better than some pay-per-view matches.
Yeah.
At least it didn't end like two Hell in a Cell matches in a row, and then in a no goddamn contest.
Yeah. But I'm back. Gonna hopefully bring you more videos and not have 9 months in between videos like I've always done. My very first video I posted 5 or 6 years ago, and in between every video was months and months and months off. I want to be somewhat consistent.
So we are gonna be.
Yep. Even if I have to go on my own, as I said in that update video, I have other ideas, not just pay-per-view reviews.
Maybe figure reviews.
Yeah, or I've got behind the camera. There's a dresser, 2 bottom drawers just filled with t-shirts. I could show you guys all my t-shirts. I can do unboxings. I can do all sorts of different wrestling-related stuff.
Yeah. Well,
but thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.